Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Shout out to everybody. Your boy is back. I do want to say this, though. An eventful weekend, I will say. Very eventful weekend. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to TBL. They ended up doing the Cortez versus Reed Dallas. You know what I mean? I ended up seeing that. But that ain't what y'all here for. Let's get the sponsor out of the way. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Let's do this. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout outs. Everybody, Cassidy messaged me earlier. Oh God. Y'all ready?
To a new city, paint the city.
What?
Rolling with my team, you see them with me.
I know y'all rock with that. Shout out to everybody, but y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T. Ward knows. Y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T. Ward knows. Get mad, get mad, get mad. Bad news, hold everything. Wait a minute. He told. 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. Gorgonzola. Mozzarella, everything. Clone O's knowledge of foot. I do want to put that out there. Shout out to Clone for telling. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll put timestamps in here. Shout out to Clone for telling. He told them people, what do I have to say to go home? Oh, thug life. He did. So shout out to Clone. He is back on Instagram performing at venues, rapping that snitch talk. Shout out to Clone. Also, bad news. Hopped up out of that hospital bed, ran down that hallway and saw Officer T. Ward and said, wait. Turn that body cam off and hand me that binder. Officer T. Ward obliged. Bad news. Opened up that binder, saw that list of suspects and said, wait, I know who's responsible for all of this. In that photo lined up. Number 4, Thug Life, he did tell. It is what it is. Come back to Battle Rap Bad News. Tell us why you're told. Shout out to you, Thug Life. Also, baby bottles in the chat for Chess. Please, can we get some baby bottles in the chat for Chess? No diss. No diss. Shout out to Chess. Chess has been choking, throwing up in the battle rap community for years now. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chess. You know what I mean? They are forgetting to burp him before the battles. And no diss, Chess. This is something, you know what I mean? We're just talking about this. It's okay, Chess. It's only 3 rounds. Shout out to Chess. Chess has been throwing some shade. Shout out to Chess for throwing shade on the EAZY Block Captain versus Cassidy battle. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to throw a little shade every once in a while. I get it. He was hating a little bit. Let's give Chess his soundbar intro. It's okay, Chess. It's okay, you burp yet? Only 3 rounds. Only 3 rounds. Shout out to Chess. Boxing gloves in the chat, please, for official. Can we get some boxing gloves in the chat for official, please? We're trying to get through this. Shout out to official, letting it be known. Talk crazy about my family in a battle, and you can get the bigs. Boop, boop, bow, big. Boop, boop, big, boop, bow. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? She hit Coffee Brown with that bicycle kick. Shout out to Official. Luke Kane did say that. Shout out to Luke Kane. It is what it is. Coffee up in this chat, please. Can we get some coffee in the chat? I'm sorry. We're going to get through this in a minute. You know what I mean? Coffee up in this chat. Coffee Brown did a dedicated snitch blog snitching on everybody that was on that live. You know what I'm saying? She got that email saying that they were going to take a press legal action, and Coffee Brown went and did a dedicated snitch blog on Instagram. No diss. No diss. Not mad at you, Coffee Brown. Everybody snitches sometimes. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Coffee Brown said, wait, I know who was in that live video. She named names. Also told the lady she will cooperate with her. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Coffee Brown. No diss. Are we done with the no disses? Before we get to this, I'm sorry, Clean Paper. Come on, get your rocks. Get your rocks clean. Come smoke these rocks. Rocks in the chat for Clean Paper, please. Can we get some rocks in the chat for Clean? No diss. No diss. Clean Paper has been stealing from the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? People scared to say it. Media scared to say it. It is what it is. I don't know him, but I know he has been running off on deposits. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clean. Get your rocks. So rocks in the chat for him. Rocks in the chat, please, for 40 bars. Can we get some rocks in the chat for 40? No diss. No diss. 40 bars has been stealing from the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? Showing up with nothing but leopard prints and a phone and no bars. Shout out to her. You know, she does insert herself in other people's business from time to time, but she herself has no bars. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Also, flights in the chat for Twerk, please. Can we get some flights up in this chat for Twerk? Twerk has been no-showing the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Can't keep not putting me in the intro. The battle between him and EAZY didn't go down. I don't know why, but we're putting flights in the chat. Can we get some flights in the chat? I need to put some Jim Jones music in here or something for the flights. The flights in the chat for him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, I do want to say this, though, right? I seen a lot of things going on. I see EAZY the Block Captain. He did the interview with 15 Minutes of Fame. He was talking about what happened. It's a lot of controlled interviews. You know what I'm saying? He does, not saying he's doing the nice interviews, right? He's doing the 15 Minutes of Fame, the 3-letter man or whatever. Maybe he just don't rock with nobody else. I don't know. But he did the interview, and he was talking about what happened, right? He's basically saying what happened, that he, you know, I mean, between the Cassidy battle happening a second time. He said, basically, you know, Cassidy ain't want to budge with them bodyguards. What y'all think about that? I tried to hit Cassidy up. He told me to put some, hold on. See what Cassidy said here. I don't want to misquote you. He said, EAZY brother told everything. It's over. Tykeem Brown told everything, 100% accuracy. I don't know if he's going to elaborate on that. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. But shout out to Cassidy. But, you know, EAZY is saying Cassidy didn't want to do the battle, you know what I mean? And he was like outside of the venue, which is kind of indicative of what other people are saying. They say EAZY was in the truck or the car or something like that. Well, he didn't get out, you know, but EAZY is saying that they try to make a situation happen. And as far as he's concerned, Cassidy didn't really want to budge on not having a whole crew of bodyguards in there. And it would have been like something like 45 to 5. I think like EAZY had like 5 or 8 people with him or something like that, and Cassidy would have had like a whole bunch of bodyguards and different people with him, and EAZY didn't want to do it. And people are saying like, yo, EAZY is scary for not doing it. I'm gonna keep it real. I would like them to have done it, you know what I mean? But, you know, done the battle. But, you know, to be real, if Cassidy has that many people in there, Like, do you think they're going to be reacting to what EAZY is saying, or is this going to be like a one-sided situation? It's something y'all got to think about, like, to be real. So I don't know if what EAZY's saying is true or not. You know what I mean? Like, he's saying one thing, you know, other people are saying different things, but, you know, if he didn't get out the car, was he on the phone while he was in the car talking to TBL, trying to figure things out, or was it a situation where he just didn't get out the car because he didn't want to battle? I don't know, you know what I mean? But he's saying, like, for the most part, he was willing to make the battle happen. Also, I think he was talking about the New Jersey Twerk situation. like he wanted to do it as like a one-off, like to get the battle out of the way, but for some reason Twerk didn't want to do the battle. It's just I don't Flights in the chat for Twerk, please. Can we please? Can't take this no more. I can't. Anwar. Anwar, did you record that conversation with EAZY? I don't know. Shout out to Anwar. No diss. No diss. But what your client is. This dude just don't want to go to battle. Like, what is this, bro? Like, oh my God. He lost to Lux, and then it's just like he is just gone forever. Like, what is this? Do y'all think URL would allow Twerk to battle EAZY as his comeback battle after the loaded Lux battle? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something to think about. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But this is insane, bro. It's just getting on my nerves, bro. Like, this Twerk situation. Y'all next time y'all book Twerk, I'm bootlegging. I'm not gonna promote it. I'm just gonna let my people know who follow me. I am not buying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm to that point. I'm not buying. Like, if he's on the car, I'm bootlegging, bro. I don't care. Timberland's in the chat. That's gonna be our code here. As soon as Twerk is on the car, code Timberlands. No diss. I'm just tired of this, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Unless he does like an interview, like really explaining things. Man, this is ridiculous. This is why they couldn't even promote the battle. They don't know if he gonna show up. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be talking about something else. I'm just tired of this, bro. Like, I am so tired of this, bro. But yeah, anyway, Cassie ends up putting out a post, right? All right, so Cassidy said, after this hashtag ban ran out, the original battle that everyone wanted to see, we set up a new location to finish the battle the same night. And this is what happened. He wouldn't even get out of the truck. He was scared to death. Unbelievable. The bull that claimed to be from Philly and in the trap is scared to jump out on a Philly corner with security. That N-word, P-word. I want y'all to hear the rest of this work. It was about to get dark for the pigeon. RNS, if TBL don't figure something out soon, I'm gonna let y'all hear how I was gonna kill Bull. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Knowledge of God is in the chat. In Cassidy's chat. Shout out to Knowledge. Reed down said turkey burger with extra lettuce. Shout out to Reed. I think Reed might have lost to Cortez. I watched a little bit of it, but I think Reed was kind of losing. Cortez was kind of wilding you up, Reed. But I don't know. This is what Cassidy is saying. God. I don't know, man. It was EAZY scared to get out of the truck. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Was he scared to get out the truck? But yeah, I feel like Cortez was stomping on you, Reed. Is what it is. This EAZY to block. I'm gonna show y'all something in a minute. It's EAZY to block Captain versus Cassie battle has brought out some bloggers, right? Shotgun Shook now saying he is blogging. You know what I'm saying? Hitman Holla is blogging. You know what I mean? And they're putting their 2 cents in on everything. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Let's see this, right? Let's go to this. I know who. Nobody's talking about this, right? Let me move this out of the way. I know who stopped this battle. Why aren't y'all talking about this? Hold up. Why aren't y'all talking about this? It's pretty clear who stopped the battle. So EAZY and Cassidy is getting blamed for the battle, right? Let's watch this a little bit. Tell me who you think stopped the battle. I don't want to play the audio because TBR, I don't think they rock with me all like that. But so Cassidy puts his hands on EAZY first, right? And some people are saying he did that because he's losing the battle. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy's saying like, yo, EAZY spitting on him or whatever. Let me see. Is EAZY ain't, I don't know. I don't see no spit, but I'm not there. All right. So Cassidy pushes him. All right. It's ENES who stops the battle. ENES stops the battle. ENES gets what? ENES! No! This is all your fault, ENES. This is all of your faults. ENES is being mad extra. Put Diddy in the chat, please. Put Diddy in the chat. Cheesecakes in the chat, please. This is all ENES's fault. ENES says, since y'all don't want me on the card, I'm gonna stop this battle. Can we get some cheesecake in the chat, please? Let's slow this down. Slow this down a little bit. ENES. ENES is doing, first he handcuffs Cassidy, right? Like grabs him and he's like, bro. It's ENES, bro. EAZY said something that was interesting, right? He was just like, yo, I find it weird. Like all the people that was standing on Cassidy's side, I put money in their pocket before. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, and he wouldn't even like, you know, like stand behind them like during their battles. You know, I thought that was kind of interesting, him saying that. But I don't know, man. Do y'all feel like ENES stopped this? I know people are trying to say Cassidy stopped it because Cassidy was losing, you know what I mean? And he was trying to get out of the battle. It looks like ENES stopped it. It doesn't look like, I mean, Cassidy put his hands on Bull, right? You know what I mean? To kind of like, and then, you know, EAZY kind of, let's rewind this again. Let's rewind it. Yeah, Cassidy put it, hold on. Cassidy put his hands on Bull. Yeah, Cassidy put his hands on him. He put his hands on him. Oh, God. K Walker in the middle, playing both sides. And then here come ENES. This.
ENES, what are you doing? What are you doing, ENES? Why are you doing that?
It's ENES. It's not Cassidy, it's ENES. It's not EAZY. It's ENES. He's like, y'all not gonna let me battle? I am stopping y'all's battle. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think we can kind of just, this is ENES. Shout out to ENES. ENES, you know I ain't got no problem with you. You stop that battle, bro. Somebody said EAZY's homie. Cassidy's security did put his hands on EAZY too. He did. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it was a different one. It's on YouTube. They kind of show like the round or whatever. But this is the second part, right? Cassidy's bodyguard looks like Cedric the Entertainer. It's Enes, bro. It's Enes, bro. Enes is stopping all of this, bro. But in the first part, Cassidy's bodyguard puts his hands on EAZY, you know what I'm saying? And then I think he like kind of grabs him, and EAZY's just like, I don't know, let me go. Look at this. Let me pull this up. See if I can show y'all this. Go to the history. Let me show y'all. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play that because I'm probably gonna end up pulling this down. You know what I'm saying? Like the part. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it was Enes. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. As far as TBR, I do want to say shout out to them though, right? Unfortunately, you know, they booked the battles. They did have a sound check, right? I do want to put this out there for TBL because a lot of us didn't know what was going on. It kind of looked like TBL just didn't know what they was doing, right? They did do a sound check, and Bill Collector confirmed that he was there during the sound check. You know, it's just that I guess, you know, it's hard to account for all those people like being there. You know, and they just couldn't get the mics right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're right for that. You know what I mean? I think it was a situation where I would prefer them to have avocado. I think it'd be better for them to just have avocado, whatever, like do it from now on. But, you know, they did apologize to the culture. They said they're going to try to figure out how to do the battle again. Let me know down in the comment section. Do you feel like they should do the EAZY versus Cassidy battle again? It looks like it's just going to be a lot of problems with this. You know what I mean? It looks like it's going to be a lot of problems. The only way that I think they should do it right now, I mean, obviously, they tried to do it with a big crowd, and then it got messed up, right? Whatever reason, Enes stepping in there doing it, or if you want to say Cassie was losing, and then he put his hands on EAZY, or EAZY was doing too much. It depends on what y'all want to say, right? I think they need to go and do the battle like Tay-Rock and Murda Mook did. I think that would be the best thing for them to do. You know what I mean? Just to get it out of the way and see who raps the best. It kind of wouldn't be fair, really. You know, I would say just because, you know, maybe they both wrote for a crowd, you know, but I think maybe a smaller room could maybe favor Cassie a little bit if it's just them. Because I did watch, because the rounds, it looks like Quarter Lab pulled down the ladies' videos that had the rounds. She had Cassidy's round, she had EAZY Block Captain's round. When you watch Cassidy's round again, it's better than the first time. So you know, but a lot of people was saying, you know, on camera it looked like EAZY was winning. In the building with Mickey Fax was, because I asked Mickey Fax, I was just like, yo, like, why'd you have Cassidy winning? Let me tell you what Mickey Fax said. Hold on real quick. I don't want to misquote him. He said, I saw it once in a room full of people who had Cass before the battle started. I guess he was doing like the watch party or something. He said, I only saw it once in a room full of people who had Cass before the battle started. I mean, the entire room had Cass. So when EAZY got no reaction, we got reaction. He heated up towards the end. Cass round was good to the room, enough for him to get the round in the room. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think EAZY got the first, or do you think that Cassidy got the first? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask y'all like in the comment section what y'all think. I think EAZY, his style, I think was a little bit, it came across a little bit better, but it did take him a while to heat up. I watched the round again. It took him a while to heat up. People are saying EAZY choked in his round. There's another reason why they were giving Cassidy the first round. I watched it again. I did not see him choke unless it's something that I missed. You know, it's a lot of people hit me up telling me he choked, you know, but I didn't see that, you know, so, you know, a lot of people are giving Cassidy the first because they feel like he choked, you know, so I don't know. And you know, a lot of people respect Mickey Fax. He thinks Cassidy got the first round. I don't even think TBO, let me go to the website again, because TBO had pulled down the battle from the pay-per-view. Let me see if they got it up now. yeah, it's still down. Like, so, I mean, there's no real way for y'all to see it around again. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Somebody said EAZY was cooking. Cassidy was spazzing. You said EAZY was aggressive, loud. You said EAZY was aggressively loud. But what was he saying? It was basic. A lot of people in here saying Cassidy got the first. But I mean, I know y'all, you know what I mean? I don't know. A lot of y'all don't like him. Y'all don't like EAZY. And then some of y'all are EHI. So I don't know, man. It's no super chats in here, so I don't know. But y'all tell me what y'all think. They might have to do it again. You know what I mean? Do the battle again. I'm sure, you know, TBO, shout out to them. The thing is, TBO has put on a lot for the culture. This event wasn't good. It was a bad event, but I don't want them to just be like, oh, we ain't dealing with battle rap no more. You know, I don't want them to do that. You know what I mean? Then we're going to have to rely on URL and then everything's going to be stuck on an app. You know what I mean? Or they're not going to book people because of too many politics. And I'm tired of that, bro. We dealt with that for years. You know what I mean? I would like TBO to continue. But, you know, I mean, even Chrome 23, they had issues with audio and stuff before when Remy, you know, came into play. Like, I think they just need to, like, you know, it's a lesson, right? You know what I mean? Like, y'all just go with Avocado from now on. Like, maybe he charging whatever he's charging, whatever the reason for a reason, or maybe he just they couldn't do the date with him. I don't know. I didn't hit Avo up to ask him why. Avocado tries to stay out of the drama. I only really hit him up if I need like help with like, you know, maybe a camera or something I got or something, you know what I mean? But he tries to stay out of the drama. You know what I mean? But y'all tell me who y'all having the first. Was it EAZY or was it Cassidy? I thought EAZY got the first, bro. I thought he got the first. You know what I mean? But then I watched Cassidy's round again, and I was like, ooh, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. You know, y'all tell me what y'all think. You know what I mean? I think EAZY got the first. I think EAZY's style was a little bit more current of what's going on. I think Cassidy's microphone was messing him up. Like what a lot of people are not talking about. Like Cassidy's mic was low. Like EAZY, I felt like his mic was louder. And I think it was kind of harder to hear some of the things that Cassidy was saying. But like if you watch Cassidy's first round again, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? But it was harder to hear him. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's gonna come down to what y'all think in the comment section. Somebody said Cassidy's style is fire. It's not fire. Somebody said Cassidy bars or I don't know, man. And then y'all saying a lot of y'all hating on EAZY, talking about EAZY. He wasn't even saying nothing in the first. Like, what can you remember from his first? Update him. I remember a lot of stuff from his first. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, Cassidy. I remember some stuff in his first. He was talking about, you know, how EAZY is like glorifying like selling rocks, and you know, Tay-Rock is trying to battle him, but you know what I mean. And then he brings it back to his mom and all of that, you know. So, and then he talks about EAZY's his brother being a snitch and all of that. So I remember both of them. I mean, I just watched them like recently before Quarter Lab took everything down, you know. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the part up where I'm showing y'all who messed the battle up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm gonna keep that up. I'll probably edit it out because Quarter Lab. I don't want to have to call him and deal with this. You know what I mean? But it's Enes. Enes stopped the battle, bro. He stopped the battle. And people ain't gonna say it. I don't know why. Like, he stopped the battle. I think they both was being extra, like Cassidy and EAZY. But you got to think, man, tensions are high. They talking crazy to each other. You know what I mean? And the promo leading up to it, like, you know, I would be surprised if something didn't happen, to be real. You know, but Enes grabbing on Cassidy and then like kind of like Enes was. It's Enes's fault, bro. I don't care. Y'all get mad. It was his fault. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all. Enes, I rock with you. Don't get mad at me. I'll recap one of your battles. Don't go crazy on me. Mink the Goat said, update him. Cass side knew it was going to get dark and ruin the battle. I mean, it did look one-sided in there, you know what I'm saying? In terms of having a bunch of Philly people behind Cassidy and then EAZY kind of like, you know, just got a security and some people want him. I think it was supposed to be 4 and 4. You know what I'm saying? They both were supposed to have 4 people. But, you know, I mean, EAZY still got up there and do what I think he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? At least in the first. You know, Cassidy said he was heating up. He was, you know, so I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, gang. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.